Last week I got a comment on one of my videos asking me to look at the history of some of the upcoming WA group races. I missed last week with the railway, but today I'm going to be doing the Winterbottom Stakes, providing my selections as well as look at the history of the race to try and see if we can find the winner. So we'll start with looking at the history of the 2023 winner, which is Overpass. It was third up heading into the Winterbottom. It had come over from Sydney where it ran in the Everest, which is, well, New South Wales' best sprint race. And that's what I did. Moving on to 2022, it was Paul Laley. It was fifth up heading into the Winterbottom. Came through probably Victoria's best sprint race in the spring. It is the VRC Sprint Classic down the straight. So that was Paul Laley. And then in 2021, it was Graceful Girl. It was running in WA and it ran second, it won the Colonel Reeves. Before it went on to win the Winterbottom, it was fourth up. But in that year, there was no Victorian presence. It was all WA horses. So what I'm gathering for this, from this, is that horses that come over from New South Wales and Victoria look to have the better form and the better chance because there's better racing over here than WA. Well, according to recent years anyway, of this Winterbottom Stakes race. So we'll move on now to my top selection. But before we do that, let's move on with the market. Overpass. Last year's winner is back. It's the favourite at $2.90 ahead of Western Empire at $4.60. $4.80 about for Lady Laguna. Mahaba's at $9. Bravo Centurion is at $9.50. Longer odds the rest. This was the VRC Spring Classic down the straight at Flemington where Overpass and Lady Laguna come out of the race. These two horses are the only two that come from Victoria/New South Wales. New South Wales, they're trained New South Wales, both of them, but they last run in Victoria. So this looks to be the best form. Overpass started a lot shorter in the market than Lady Laguna on this occasion, and I think it's better around the bend. Overpass, 1,200 metres down the straight at Flemington. You usually need a 1,300, 1,400 metre horse to run out a really strong 1,200 metres down the straight. That's how it's historically been. Overpass, I marked $2 when I did my own markets, but that was before the barrier draw. It has drawn gate 16 of 16, so how much I want to penalise it for the barrier draw, I'm not too sure. I think it's around its right price, $2.90, considering gate 16. Ideally, Overpass just comes across with Bravo Centurion, who looks to be the likely leader. It's drawn right next to it in gate 15, so hopefully Bravo Centurion flies across from the wide gate to take the lead, and Overpass can just sort of follow it across and settle outside the leader. If it does that, then I think Overpass will be winning. But Bravo Centurion, I think the jockey will be aware that Overpass is on its outside and might fly across and settle outside the leader, which means Overpass is working 3 wide no cover. So it'll be interesting. Lady Laguna, who also comes out of that race, is a really good horse, but it's drawn the second worst gate number 1. For a horse that doesn't have as much early speed as other runners, I reckon it'll be midfield trapped on the inside. We'll need an abundance of luck. So there's a bit of some queries in terms of the barriers around the first and second favourite. Well, was second favourite. Now the second favourite's Western Empire, who's drawn well and is in good form. It is trying to probably replicate Graceful Girl, what she did, whereas Overpass and Lady Laguna. Overpass is trying to replicate himself from last year, and Lady Laguna is trying to do a Paul Laley. So it's going to be a very interesting race. My on-top selection, though, is Overpass. I'm going to stick with him. Hopefully he can fly across with Bravo Centurion, lead and win. I've got, I did have Lady Laguna in for second. I marked it second favourite, but after the barrier draw, I've got Western Empire in there for second, in good form and drawn well. Lady Laguna will need luck from the inside gate, but if it gets luck, it should be winning. And then I thought the horse that was over the odds was Almighty Class. I marked it the 5th favourite. But I elevated up to 4th pick because Bravo Centurion drew a bad gate. So, Bravo Centurion should really be in for 4th because I think it'll get outside the leader or in the lead. But I'm just going for the value there, in for 4th. Overpass was one of my 2 overlays in the Winterbottom Stakes. The other one, number 7, Man Crush. I marked it 50 to 1. It's 150 to 1. So there's value there, but it's like I marked it 50 to 1, which is basically no chance. So, yeah, overpass was my overlay in the race, but that was before the barrier draw. So now I'm not too sure, but I'm going to stick with him. Hopefully, Overpass can win the Winterbottom Stakes. Who do you like in the Winterbottom? Leave a comment down below. And until next video, bye for now.